folks, and welcome back to my channel and to this week's studio vlog, which I am dubbing is Shark Week. If you have watched any of my previous studio vlogs, you'll know that I'm currently working on my next zine, which is going to be all about sharks, and I finished off all of my sketches for it, not last week but the week before, and then last week I was painting a lot of penguins and I just didn't get a chance to do any sharks at all. And so this week I am turning back to the sharks and I'm going to be working on painting all of my 36 shark illustrations, or as many of them as I possibly can, and so that I can get them ready to be made into a zine, hopefully starting that by the end of this month. That was the aim anyways. So yeah, really excited to get in with this. There's going to be a lot of painting, so this might be a good studio vlog for you to put on in the background whilst you work, and I hope you enjoy it. So it is later on Monday afternoon and I've just finished putting down one colour on shark number 4. Actually, he's meant to be that way. Little tiger shark pup. I'm really happy with him. And So that's shark number 4 for today, which I'm really pleased with. If I can finish them off today, I'll be really, really happy. I've actually am going out tomorrow for a drawing date with my friend Natel, which I'm really excited about. But obviously it means I'm not going to be painting sharks, so I'm trying to paint as much as I can before that. And then on Wednesday, fingers crossed, my husband and I are going to go to the aquarium because I was meant to have a drawing class there a couple of weeks ago, and unfortunately it got cancelled due to a error, double booking event error, and I was really upset about it. So my husband said, well, why don't we go to the aquarium on our own? So we're going to go to the aquarium hopefully on Wednesday, which means another day that I won't be able to paint sharks, but hopefully I will see some of their black tip reef sharks whilst we were there. So I'm really excited for that, and I might take my sketchbook along with me and do a little bit of sketching whilst I'm there as well. So there's 2 days that I need to sort of catch up on already. But I'm really pleased with the progress that I've made so far. I had 32, I think, or 33 illustrations to paint as of this morning, and knocking 4 out of the park just makes me feel really, really good. So yeah, that all being said, I better crack on with finishing off this tiger shark. Good morning, folks. So today is Thursday. As you saw, I took the last 2 days kind of off as my weekend, and usually I try and take at least 1 day off per week, but I try and do that when my husband is off, and this week he is working throughout this weekend, so it was quite nice to have a little bit of time off, even though it's kind of messed up with my schedule in that I have no idea what day it is anymore, and I still have to paint a whole bunch of sharks, so that's what I'm going to get down with and do today. I was really inspired yesterday when I went to the aquarium, which was really nice, and yeah, I can't wait to crack on with these sharks, so let's get to it. Hi folks, today is Friday, and I am just sitting down to paint myself some more sharks. So I managed to get 4 done yesterday, and 4 seems to be about sort of my maximum that I can do because I generally do my painting in the morning. I am a morning person despite all my years of saying that I never was. And I find that in the afternoon for some reason my attention seems to go elsewhere and I don't seem to be as fast or as focused, so I like to try and get my painting done in the morning whilst I am all of those things. And so at the beginning of the week I set myself the challenge of painting 10 sharks this week, and so far I've painted 8, which is brilliant, and we still have 3 days left to go, which makes me really happy. So I'm going to try and see if I can get another 4 painted today, and then potentially even get another 4 painted tomorrow if I have time after I've edited this video, so just so that I'm well ahead of the curve. I've just had a quick count of how many sharks I've got left to paint, and I have 25 illustrations still left to paint, which sounds like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, because they're all already sketched out and because of how many I've already done, I'm kind of really pleased with my progress so far. So don't know when this zine is going to be coming out. I was hoping that I was going to be able to get it out before all my family engagements start happening in October and November, and it just doesn't look like that's going to happen. But I would rather put out something that I am really happy with, rather than push myself to bring out something which is a little bit substandard. So that's what I'm going for at the moment. I'm just going to enjoy the process and stop worrying so much about having items for Christmas and just enjoy the process, because ultimately at the end of the day that's the most important thing. And I've also got, you can just about see in the background there, a new Gokko printer. So I show you, there's the little blue thing that's on my desk just there. A new Gokko printer, so I'm hoping to be able to play a little bit with that next week, and the sharks are just going to be an ongoing project for a little while, which is quite nice because I don't like saying goodbye to projects that quickly. I like to sort of take my time over them and get really into them, and I still have so much left to do. I still have to paint them all, scan them all, clean them all up in Photoshop, edit all my little detail-y bits I'm not painting in Photoshop, just because it's a little bit easier, and if I make a mistake it's a lot easier for me to erase the mistake. And then do all the research, and then compile the zine together, and then print off a copy, and then get it proofread, and then send it off to print. So it's a long process to get one of these done. I don't know how people manage to get zines done like once a month. Maybe I'm going a little bit more all in on it because I'm actually painting the images in gouache first and then scanning them and then compiling the zine, but I don't see how people are able to make like a 26 page mini magazine once a month. I think that's absolutely superhuman. But I'm enjoying the process, which is all that matters. And it's a really lovely sort of autumny day today in London, and yeah, let's paint some sharks. Right guys, that's it for this week's videos. Thank you so much for joining me along for my self-imposed Shark Week. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure that you give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful week next week, and I will see you next Sunday for another video. Bye now!